Hello, you're welcome to another exciting episode of Shoot Hub on What's Up on TV. My name is Chloe and I'm your host for today. So before it goes, I would just like to ask you a question. How long do you think a man should date a woman before proposing marriage to her?
Okay, there's no time frame, there's no time lag because people have saying something, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year. A man, for me, let me give you an example. I've seen a marriage that have actually worked just after 3 months, 6 months of dating. Some after 15 years of dating. I want to go that long. So maybe after 10 years, you discover that by the time they just start living together, that thing just begins to have serious friction because the guy didn't really know the lady. So it's not about how long, it's about how well. So for me, I'll not put a time lag. Say, okay, maybe 5 years. Although ideally, you are expected that, look, you should need to know someone very well. But to know someone very well, you need time. So for me, it's know the person very well, want to get married to. Understand her emotionally, understand the person physically, understand everything about the person. Because like someone said, living with someone is knowing that person. You can be very, very nice from a distance, but when you now come together, staying under the same roof, you are coming from different background and orientation. You begin to see some things you didn't understand. And marriage is all about tolerance, forgiveness. You mold that person to the person you want the person to be. So for me, there's no time lag. As long as they're comfortable enough, okay, look, this person is someone I want to spend the rest of my life with. After a particular period of dating, you are good to go.
I'll suggest 2 years. 2 years is better because I want to use mine as a good example. I I dated someone before I got married for almost about 4 years, and during that relationship, there was even before we embark on the relationship, he promised we are going to get married. So we were there. At first he said he wants to be through with his masters, which I waited, and then also I was already through with my university level. So even when he was done with his masters and 4 years elapsed, there was nothing. So until I came across my present husband, which I dated for 2 years, even barely 2 years rather, and within that period we got married. We got to know ourselves. So just on the opinion that 2 years is better because within that 2 years, both of you will get used to each other, know each other much better.
We will always advise, because statistics that we have taken has proven that with every hard work, it would take at least a solid 1 year of hard work, or two, even three, because this is a woman you are expected to marry overseas. I have friends, older friends, that are about in their 90s that have been married for 65 and even getting to 70 years. So we believe for a solid foundation, and so it would take at least 1 solid year to really hard work for me to date a woman in order to marry her, because this is like in her I'm going to be building for so many years of living. So hurrying in order for me to just get married and then run out, like we have seen a lot of divorce, is not expected, particularly from we that has been planted in the kingdom of God.
It depends on individuals. You understand? There are some of us, like me, I'm a highly spiritual person. If I meet you the first day, I can discern things. You understand? But for some others, it depends. You can't just say it's 5 years, it's 2 years, it's 3 years. It depends on individuals, but you should know one another to a reasonable extent, because marriage is not a tea party. That is the truth. Do you understand? I can't say 1 year or 6 months, or 1 year for you may be different from me. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? Yes. So just know each other to a reasonable extent. That's it.
Actually, I'm a Muslim. Islamically, too long relationship is not good. If you date your woman for 10 years, you won't know their behavior. There's a hiding what they will hide. Consider you dated 3 or 6 months, the best thing you pray for it. If you can pray, no matter what may be, because if you don't correct, you won't be corrected. Until you corrected, people will be corrected. Probably when you marry them, there's some attitude you might change from her. She might change attitude from you. Because long relationship is not allowed in Islam. Because it's when you are wrong leadership, all the atrocity might come. You might date somebody for 10 years and decided you don't want them high again. After you are messing up her, do all these things and see a new one. That's what goes going for. That is what happen. Long relation in Islam is not allowed, no matter it may be.
I don't know, maybe 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, maybe. Yes, getting to know each other, spending time with each other, having fun together, learning about each other. Because you have to know what you can live with and what you can't live with that person. You understand? The person has faults, okay? You have to understand, can I live with those faults? Or is the person teachable? You're getting to know the person.
Within 2 months is okay now.
2 months. 2 months is enough for you to know her.
Yes, now. I think 2 months is okay.
Are you in a relationship?
Yes, of course.
How long has it been?
Like 3 years ago now.
Why haven't you proposed to her?
I've get married to her already.
Oh, you're already married?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.